Hello, egrets and ospreys. Today we're going to be looking at Reading Unit 1, Lesson 2. Our learning target says, I can read more and more. Let's see what we will do today. Today we will 1. Learn how to set reading goals, and 2. Learn how to use our reading logs to track our progress. Let's talk about setting reading goals first. It says, readers set goals for themselves so they can read more and more. For my friends who may not know what a goal is just something that we want to achieve, right? It's something that we want to do to become better. It's something we set for ourselves. It says they use what they know about the books they are reading to set a goal to read more. So, second grade is going to be a great time for everyone to become super second grade readers. That means you're going to be reading more text, you'll be reading more difficult text, and you'll probably be reading things, more text about information that you might not have had before. So, when we talk about setting goals for ourselves, we want to think of where are we now? We want to think about how much time do I spend a day reading now? What kind of books am I reading now? Are there different books that I want to read in the future? Am I reading individually or with mom and dad? All of those things are things you can think about when you set goals for yourself. Because maybe your goal may be, I read 10 minutes a day now, but maybe I want to read 15 minutes a day from now on. Maybe that's your goal. Maybe you say, I'm reading level I books, but I want to be reading level M books by the end of second grade. These are all great goals that you can set for yourself. Now, let's see what our reading level looks like when we have 25 minutes of reading time each day. So, if I am a level I reader, which means I'm reading books like Pete the Cat, scientists say that second graders should be reading level I books in about 5 minutes. That means if you have 25 minutes of individual reading time, you should be able to read 5 level I books like Pete the Cat in that time. Let's say you're a level K reader, so you're reading books like Fancy Nancy. Scientists who study second grade readers say a second grade reader should read a level K book in about 10 minutes. That means if we have 25 minutes of individual reading time, I should be able to read almost 3 level K books like Fancy Nancy. And last, if you're on level M, if you're a level M reader, you're reading books maybe like Ruby and the Booker Boys, scientists say that it should take a level M reader about 45 minutes to read a book. That means if we only have about 25 minutes of individualized reading time, we will read about half of a level M book like Ruby and the Booker Boys. So this is just an idea of how your reading level might affect what you do in the 25-minute individual reading time that you have each day. All of our friends may be in different places, but one goal that we should set that we are reading at least 25 minutes a day. So, like this says, we want to try to read more and more. In order to be super second grade readers, we have to challenge ourselves to read more and more each day, each week, each month. So if I'm reading about 20 minutes a day this week, maybe next week I'm going to set a goal to read 30 minutes a day in the week. Or maybe I'll read 40 minutes in the next week. We want to make sure we're reading more and more because, again, friends, that's how we're going to become better readers. It honestly will help us become better writers and better spellers, and it'll help us improve our vocabulary because we'll learn new words through reading more and more. Second grade readers also have to track their reading in their reading log so they can see how many books they have read. Their reading log is like their passport. So, if you know what a passport helps you get to other countries. It allows you to see the world. That's the same thing that books can do for you. Books can help you see the world through different perspectives. So, we want to see where your minds are going during your time reading. So this is our reading log, friends. What you're going to do is, whenever you read a book, you're going to write the date, where you read the book, which is at home, the title, how many minutes you spent, and then make sure your parents sign to say that you read that day. This is our reading log that you'll use in the future. Now it's your turn to use your reading log and record any books that you've read.